Well, now the program giving hope to kids who need it most. It's called Foundation, and as you're about to see, the results are life-changing.
This foundation is all about providing opportunities to these amazing kids to achieve the success they deserve.
This moment has been 6 years in the making.
And we're really proud of you, so thank you, Nick.
It's the story of a Year 12 teenager who's made history.
It's incredible. I never thought like this day would come.
He was a shy young kid, and they St Mary's, turned him into an amazing young man.
Nick Lee is the first to graduate from a unique program developed by King's Cross Police and a cop determined to make a difference to young lives.
There's studies that show, if you allow, and assist kids get through, young Indigenous girls get through to Year 12, you add 10 years to their life.
Assistant Commissioner Mick Fitzgerald used to be the boss at the Cross. It was a time when gangs ran the Woolloomooloo streets. Police were determined to clean it up. This man even used a 5-year-old boy in a heroin deal.
The 36-year-old pleaded guilty to operating the street-level drug supply business from his home in Woolloomooloo.
The running battles went on for months. Eventually, cops got the upper hand. Patty Georgetown lived through it all.
A lot of drinking that went on and a lot of drugs and that. Where I live now, I couldn't get through my front gate sometimes, so yeah, that's how bad it was.
So Mick, I guess this area has changed a bit since 2015.
Yeah, look, as I said, we had a significant drug problem here in 15, so you're walking through it, you're not getting abused and people aren't throwing anything at you, so you're going well, mate.
Mick Fitzgerald says he saw too many wayward young children and decided to do something about it.
We're having a lot of problems with the local community down here. Our relationship was very strained between the police and the locals down here.
So the Woolloomooloo and Inner City Police Community Scholarship Foundation kicked off, a charity which works with staff at Plunkett Street Primary School.
There is a history here of a cycle of coming to school, not being focused, dropping out, getting into trouble, in and out of jail.
Anna Shepherd is the Foundation's liaison officer and helps place kids into high school scholarships.
Before the charity began, there was a lot of issues, a lot of crime, a lot of problems with the kids and the parents and the whole groups.
She says police became proactive instead of reactive.
What's been injected in the community that they didn't have before is hope. And that's made a big difference to the kids.
And she puts that down to one man.
Mick walks the talk. It has been life-changing to these kids.
You're seeing kids whose role models aren't, the local gangs who are selling drugs and committing crimes. Their role models are kids like Nick yesterday and kids who are actually achieving great things.
Today, the Foundation is helping 17 kids, enabling them to get an education that otherwise wouldn't have been available to them.
I love watching these kids come down in their blazers from St Mary's Cathedral, from Skeggs or Bridgetine. I love because they're wearing their gear and they're walking through and they become role models. And it's not just hype. It's true.
What do you think of me?
God sent.
Patty Georgetown is regarded as a matriarch of Woolloomooloo.
The foundation, it has made an enormous impact on my grandchildren and me.
3 of her grandchildren are under the Foundation umbrella.
I've heard Patty say in the old days they'd be fighting over other things, but now they fight over whose kid's school's the best. It's a different feel here. There's a lot more trust between the police and the community.
And now they've got a future and they've got options. That's the main thing. Education is giving them options, good options, real options, so they know that there is another life that they can control and they can lead.
Just at least we know that they're going to have a future,
As Nick Lee prepares to enrol at uni to study engineering, he's got a sound piece of advice.
If you have an opportunity to make a positive impact, take that opportunity.
You must be immensely proud of what's been achieved here.
No, I am. You know, it feels good to actually think that you're helping them a little bit along the way.
What a great program, and we wish Nick all the very best with his studies next year.